Every language is beautiful. I love many other languages, but still there is something practical about the English language. It's easier.
Yes, Master.
Everywhere you go with English, you survive better.
Yes.
Master.
And then that's number one. Number two, people have to know the allergies, the ingredients.
Yes.
And I scold them. I say, in the whole world, we don't only have Chinese, huh?
Yes.
Because I have told them a long time ago already, again and again, that we must have English in everything that we sell so that people know what it is.
Yes. Right.
Foreigners or outside international market. And then also recently, even I wrote a tip that if you start up a business, you should use some English so it's easy for people to know what's inside.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Recently even. And then they read it or they listen to it, it's for nothing. That's why I'm mad.
Yes.
Mostly it's like that. You can teach outside people well, but your children, they don't listen to you. Remember Noah's son?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
He drowned because he didn't listen to his father all his life.
Yes.
And even in the emergency, it became a habit.
Yes.
And his ego just got bigger and bigger because if you're against your parents, they cannot do anything for you.
Yes.
If you go outside, be nasty or aggressive with other people, then they would teach you
Yes.
with the same aggressive lesson. But your parents, they love you, so they cannot do much. And sometimes you win all the time, mostly.
Yes.
Mostly because the parents give up and whatever the children want, they let them do it. Or even just reward them with something better.
Yes.
Blaming themselves that they did not teach the children well, they did not give them enough things, so they keep rewarding them more. And the more you give to the children, the worse they become.
Yes.
It becomes a habit and they get more and more aggressive because they feel by being aggressive, they get something more all the time.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So the parents unwittingly, unintentionally spoil the children, make them worse. In many cases, the parents are very afraid of the children because they are getting more and more physically aggressive as well, and they're stronger, they're bigger.
Yes.
The parents work very hard to feed, to clothe the children and make them strong and healthy, and the parents getting more and more depleted,
Yes.
energy-wise or physically. And then, of course, the children grow bigger, stronger, more muscular, and they get very afraid of the children. I read that in the news a lot, that the children are very, very bully, and the parents are scared of them. Recently, some parents have to call the police.
Wow.
There are many cases in America, I don't know about elsewhere, but in England before I also heard about that. They have to call the police because the boy was getting more and more physical. And then the case has been investigated, and they also found out that the parents always give in eventually and give them more things. Give them what he wants and later give more than what he wants to have peace.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But the boy feels like he's gaining all the time. And they have some home video or something where the boy was standing tall above the mother, humbly and meek, sitting down. He's standing there yelling and pointing fingers.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, this is the thing. So if you are spoiled and are given too many things by your parents, don't be proud. Don't take it for granted. One day you will have trouble.
Yes.
Master.
Because that also is a sin by heaven's decree.
Yes.
You have to treat your parents filially, respectfully, and lovingly.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
That's in the Bible. And the Buddha says it also. If you harm your parents, it's one of the greatest sins you can commit, and you will go to relentless hell. Meaning you don't have reprise. It's a very, very horrible hell, suffering, painful. They punish you all the time without giving you a break. Like you see the hell where the people eating meat have to go down to the grinding hell.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, the machine will come down like the machine that you grind the meat with on earth. They will grind you with it.
Wow.
Yeah, but at least only 3 to 5 times a day, depending on how much meat you ate and what is your loving attitude or not as well. But you can rest in between. But in the relentless hell, you don't have any rest. Whatever the punishment, you continue enduring it. And nobody hears you, nobody can help you. You don't remember a thing about mother, father, master, Buddha, Jesus, nothing. You don't remember anything because it's relentlessly painful.
Yes,
You have no mind, no brain to think anything anymore. Yeah. So the people in this world, they know nothing about all this, despite what all the masters told them. They just don't believe, don't listen, because their lives are continuing on in the worldly way. And then they are busy, or they don't believe, or they just ignore it, or they just could not change because of habit.
Yes, Master.
They don't know what's awaiting them. I really feel the chill thinking about that. What's awaiting the humans in hell?
Yes, Master.
Because the human body is covering everything. So they hardly recognize anything from heaven and hell. The human body is to protect them also. But it also is a hindrance.
Yes.
Yes,
But it is a good vehicle if you want to practice to go back to heaven, be enlightened and be compassionate and all that. But it is also a hindrance. And a greatest hindrance if you are ignorant, if you don't practice spiritually, truly enlightened. Enlightenment means you have the light. You have to see the light within you. That's why it's called enlightened.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. It's not just the world. It is a testimony for something awakening within you, but you have to recognize it. That's why only the true master can help you to see the light.
Yes.
At the time of initiation, you see it. And then you see it every day, or often as you can, if you can concentrate.
Yes, Master.
Even if sometimes you don't concentrate, the master also helps you. You see a flash here and there.
Yes.
And you say, huh? I did not concentrate. How come I have this and that? You never know. So you just have to be diligent. Sit there and do your best. Concentrate the most you can, and then the master power will help you.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Just sit and wait. Just like a shop that you open, even if you don't have customers, you still have to open and sit there and wait.
Yes, Master.
You never know when the customer will come in.
That's true, Master.
Similar to God's power, it's like that.
Yes, Master.
You have to have the time for it. And then God will come in the form of light, sound, vision, bliss, happiness, peace.
Yes. Yes, Master.
By the way, I remind you that. I remind everybody.
Yes, Master.
Thank you, Master.
What did I say? What was it before? I'm always jumping onto spiritual stuff, even though you ask me mundane questions. Get used to it. What was it? What was the question?
Well, the question was about Pope, his promises to bring justice.
Okay, of course. Okay, fine. Suppose he really will do it. We just have to wait because it has to translate into action.
Yes.
Master.
It's easy for everybody to say, just like all the politicians, they promise many things before they are in office. And when they're in office, not even half of it is done. You know all that already, everywhere.
That's true, Master. Yes, Master.
And also blaming it on the other party or whatever.
Yes.
Let me see if anything else I want to tell you. I guess that's what it is. Oh, yeah. Even my own so-called disciples, they don't do what I say, even though it's good for them. All kinds of excuses they have, or they just listen for fun.
Yes.
Not all of them concentrate on whatever I say, so that it's more beneficial to them, and the more merit they gain, more elevation. When I went to some other places to stay sometimes, they bought me even cream with honey in it. Yeah, I'm telling you. Talking to a vegan. Low-level people, they do anything.
Wow.
Even being initiated doesn't guarantee that you're a high-level person. As I told you already, I got the worst of all the disciples from all the masters. The worst that people don't want. No master can deal with. Or wants to deal with. Yeah. Can you just wait for a moment? I call you back, okay?
Yes, Master.
I need to have a little drink and warm water. I don't feel good.
Sure, Master.
I'm here.
Yes,
Hi,
Master.
Master.
The question about P. Francis.
Yes, Master.
I told you, he blamed somebody else. It's easier. He found a scapegoat again because How come he didn't say anything about it before? Huh?
That's true, Master.
Many people complain that some newspaper printed all about that evidence, everything. And he said, oh, it's not a sin. A sin of the flesh is not a big deal, remember?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Just to ignore it. Because these people are the ones who voted for him. The whole gang?
Yeah.
The mafia gang, they call themselves even, yeah?
Yes.
Because they cheated to put him in there. And then even according to the canon law, it is illegal. Virtually illegal, and they should be excommunicated or kicked out.
Yes.
So, of course, he didn't dare to offend them.
All right.
Otherwise, who would support him? Who would protect him in his position?
Yes.
Cardinal Gottfried Daniels was a key member of the very St. Gallen Mafia he mentioned in 2015, a group of powerful churchmen who worked behind the scenes to get Pope Francis elected in 2013. Their goal? According to historian Henry Sire, to gather these powerful, like-minded prelates together to use their vast networks of contacts to bring about what political analysts would recognize as regime change, discarding priestly celibacy, offering communion to divorced and civilly remarried Catholics, voting for pro-abortion politicians, and normalizing homosexuality. According to German journalist and author Paul Bade, in an interview conducted by the National Catholic Register, at the invitation of Cardinal Silvestrini, the St. Gallen group met in Villa Nazareth. The purpose of the meeting? To prevent the election of Joseph Ratzinger. This meeting, called by Silvestrini, was held, according to Bade, only 3 days after Karol Wojtyła, or John Paul II's, death.
We are reporting the death of Pope John Paul II at the Vatican. He was 84 years old.
The 2005 conclave proved unsuccessful for the St. Gallen Mafia, as Ratzinger was elected. But 2013 was another story.
February 11, 2013, Pope Benedict announces his resignation.
Within hours of Pope Benedict announcing that he was to resign, take a look at this. Lightning struck St. Peter's Basilica. You can see it again now in slow motion.
Lightning struck St. Peter's Basilica twice immediately following the resignation of Pope Benedict XVI. Now, some people might not make anything of that, but lightning is something in sacred literature that almost always carries spiritual connotation. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's evil, like when Jesus referred to Satan as falling like lightning.
So he didn't want to do anything. Now he has a scapegoat, so he said, oh, I will do it. See that?
Yes.
Because it was just a small diocese.